The Varnak fleet moved through space like a dark storm. Their ships were huge, cold, and silent, shaped like metal beasts ready to strike. For years, the Varnak had planned humanity's destruction. They believed humans were weak, emotional, and slow. To them, Earth was nothing more than a small blue target. At the front of the fleet was the Varnak flagship, a giant warship with claws of steel and glowing red engines. Inside, Commander Serac watched Earth grow larger on the screens. His voice was calm, almost amused. "Humanity will fall in 1 hour," he said. "This will be the easiest victory in Varnak history." His officers laughed. They trusted their power. Their weapons could turn a planet into dust. Their armor was strong enough to survive stars collapsing. No enemy had beaten them for centuries. But one officer did not laugh. Tactician Voral stared at the silent blue planet on the screen. Something felt wrong. "Commander, Earth is too quiet," she said. "No defense signals, no fighter ships, no movement. It is like they are hiding." Serac waved his hand. "Humans hide because they are afraid. Let them fear. We finish this today." The fleet moved closer, cutting Earth's satellites, blocking signals, jamming all communication. The planet looked dead, still empty, but the silence was not fear. It was something else. A warning light suddenly flashed on the Varnak scanners. A strange energy pulse came from Earth's oceans, something deep, massive, and rising. "What is that?" Voral whispered. "Scan it," Serac ordered. I cannot," she replied. "The signal is too strong." For the first time, the Varnak felt a spark of fear. Earth was waking up, and something powerful was waiting for them in the dark water below. 6 months earlier, Earth was not quiet. It was full of fear, arguments, and alarms. Every nation received the same message from deep space: the Varnak were coming. Humanity knew this enemy destroyed entire civilizations. No one had ever survived them. For the first time in history, world leaders stopped fighting each other and united. Scientists, soldiers, engineers, and strategists gathered in secret underground bases. They formed a single team, a single goal: protect Earth at any cost. This mission was called Project Aegis. General Marcus Hale, leader of the project, stood in front of the World Council. His voice was steady. "We cannot beat them in open space. They are stronger. But if we prepare, if we become smarter, we will make Earth impossible to conquer." Project Aegis began in total darkness and secrecy. Weapons were hidden inside mountain ranges. Missile silos were rebuilt under deserts. Giant railguns were placed at the bottom of oceans. Orbiting satellites were cloaked with new stealth technology. Cities built fake light patterns to confuse scanners. Old military bases were reactivated after decades of silence. Every trap, every defense, every idea was designed with one purpose: make the Varnak think. Earth is weak. Let them enter the kill zone. Then strike first. Scientists created energy shields that could activate only at the last second. Engineers built EMP nets that could shut down alien engines in seconds. Coders created fake signals to hide human movements. Even children were moved to underground shelters so the surface looked empty. Humanity did not sleep for months, and while the Varnak believed Earth was scared, Earth was actually planning the most dangerous ambush in human history. The Varnak thought they were hunters, but humanity was preparing to become the trap. Back in the present, the Varnak fleet slipped into Earth's orbit. Their dark ships surrounded the planet like shadows, preparing to swallow the light. Commander Sarek stood proudly, certain of victory. But within seconds, something strange happened. The first warning came from the engine rooms. "Commander, our stabilizers dropped for 3 seconds." Sarek frowned. "Why? We are not under attack." "We do not know, sir. It felt like a gravity pull. But there is no source." Before they could investigate, the second warning appeared. "Shields are flickering. Power is unstable." Sarek's calm expression slowly changed. "Run diagnostics." But the systems refused to respond. Lights blinked, screens froze, and their scanners showed only static. The fleet's strongest computers were confused, like Earth itself was corrupting them. Tactician Vorel felt fear rise inside her. This is not random. Something down there is watching us. Sarek barked. Impossible. Humans don't have this kind of technology. Yet every Varnock on the flagship felt the same. Cold truth. Something was wrong. The fleet tried to scan the oceans. Again, no results. Tried to scan the atmosphere. Nothing. Tried to scan the satellites. They were missing. Commander Vorel whispered, "What if the humans are not weak? What if they are hiding something?" Serac refused to believe it. "We begin the invasion. Move forward." The ships advanced right into Earth's gravity field. But suddenly, the Varnak fleet stopped, not by choice. A massive invisible force wrapped around them. Engines froze. Weapons shut down. Navigation screens went black. The entire fleet drifted helplessly, like giant birds trapped in a web they couldn't see. On Earth, inside a hidden mountain base, General Hale watched them on a secret screen. He spoke only one sentence: Phase 1 complete. They're in our trap. In the Varnock flagship, alarms echoed through every metal hallway. Red lights flashed as engineers shouted over each other. Their perfect formation was broken, their engines frozen, and their scanners blind. Commander Serac tried to regain control. Restart the engines, charge the weapons, do something. But every system answered with the same cold message. Access blocked. Blocked by whom? Humans. Impossible. Yet the answer became clearer every passing second. Tactician Vorel stared at the dark ocean far below. "Commander, we are not hunting them. They are hunting us." Serac refused to accept it. "No, humans cannot do this. Attack Earth's surface with long-range cannons." But nothing fired, nothing moved. The entire fleet was frozen in place. Then, without warning, Earth awakened. From the deep oceans, enormous metal towers rose like sleeping giants, stretching after centuries of rest. Their surfaces glowed blue as massive railguns locked onto the Varnock ships. Mountain ranges split open, revealing hidden ion cannons glowing like burning suns. Deserts erupted as underground missile silos rose from beneath the sand. Even space around Earth shimmered, stealth satellites uncloaking, ready to fire. The Varnak watched in horror. "Commander, how long have humans been preparing for this?" Vorel whispered. Before Serac could answer, a human voice echoed through every Varnak ship. Hijacking their communication. "This is General Hale. You entered Earth without permission." A pause. "Now face the consequences." Every weapon Earth had on land, below water, and above the sky locked onto the alien fleet. General Hale raised his hand. His team waited. No fear, no hesitation, he gave the order. Fire. In an instant, Earth erupted into lightning. Beams, missiles, railgun rounds, and energy pulses tore through space. The ambush began. The hunters were now the prey. The Varnak flagship trembled as Earth's attack continued. Explosions flashed across the alien fleet like bright wounds in the darkness. Ship after ship lost power, drifting helplessly. For the first time in centuries, the Varnak truly felt fear. Commander Sarek grabbed the control rail tightly. "Retreat. Activate the wormhole generator. We must escape." Engineers rushed to follow his command. The wormhole core glowed, spinning faster and faster. But then boom, a shockwave hit the flagship so hard it almost flipped in orbit. The wormhole collapsed instantly, its energy turning into sparks that scattered across the command deck. "Commander," Vorel shouted, "something just disabled the core from outside. Something powerful." Serek's voice cracked. What could possibly? All voices fell silent. A deep rumble echoed from Earth's oceans, louder than thunder. Louder than war. Then it rose. A massive shadow lifted from the water, bigger than any ship the Varnak had ever seen. Water exploded into the sky as a giant metal structure surfaced. Its armor shone silver blue, carved with ancient symbols, and powered by glowing energy lines. It was Earth's hidden Titan project, Leviathan, a hybrid of submarine, mech, and superweapon, sleeping beneath the sea for years, waiting. General Hale watched it rise on the screens. Leviathan online. Target the flagship. The Titan's central cannon began to glow with a deep, heavy light. On the Varnak flagship, panic spread. Commander, that weapon, it is locking onto us. Sarek's voice broke into fear. This is impossible. Humans should not have this technology. Voral whispered the truth. They built it for us. They built it because they knew we were coming. A beam of gravity energy blasted from Leviathan. Wrapping around the flagship, like an unbreakable chain, the Varnak tried to escape. They could not move. Earth had trapped their strongest ship, and for the first time, the Varnak understood. Humanity was not weak. Humanity was prepared. The Varnak flagship hung helplessly in Earth's orbit, trapped inside the powerful gravity beam of Project Leviathan. Its once bright engines were dark, its armor cracked, and its proud soldiers silent with fear. The rest of the alien fleet drifted like broken metal leaves scattered. Across space. General Hale watched the scene from Earth's command center. His eyes were calm, but his voice carried the weight of humanity's survival. Begin final phase. Disable their command systems. Human technicians tapped quickly on glowing screens. A silent pulse spread from Earth and hit the Varnak flagship. Every remaining weapon shut down. Every shield collapsed. The ship was no longer a threat, only a defeated invader waiting for judgment. On the alien bridge, Commander Sarek fell to his knees. How did humans do this? We conquered galaxies.